Hi Cancer, I am here to do your reading for the full moon in Leo. That is when I'm actually performing this reading. However, my readings are timeless, and so whenever you click on this is when this reading was meant for you. If this reading does resonate with you, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you feel so moved, drop a comment. I do love to hear from you. Cancer, let's get into this. All right, what do we have for Cancer? Our Cancer people out there, fantastic. I'm going to, yeah, oh yeah, okay. It's a beautiful thing, Cancer, interesting. And so, Cancer. Okay, so what it's dealing with right now is the King of Pentacles is where we start your reading. The King of Pentacles is a very fatherly, nurturing energy. It's a divine masculine, pre-emperor energy. The King of Pentacles is the most exalted aspect of the element of earth, which is this very grounded and fixed energy. It's very nurturing. It's very creative. It's very productive. I almost want to say reproductive. It's for some of you that's going to resonate because it just wanted to come out. And yet he's got an air of the emperor about him. He's pre-emperor, and that is an energy of structure and of authority. But the King of Pentacles energy is softened by comparison to the Emperor in that he has better access to the watery side of himself. He has better access to his emotions, so he can be a nurturer. He can be a nurturer. So this is the energy that it has to deal with for you, Cancer. The supporting energy is the Sun, best card in the deck. It's a great way to start. Major Arcana, and with the Sun supporting the King of Pentacles, this is a card of Leo. So some of you may be dealing with the Leo. It's a very fiery energy. We are under, as I'm doing this reading, if you're finding this in real time, we're in the Leo full moon, so that can point to this, the energy of this reading talking about its nowness, its relevancy right now. But the Sun really talks about life-bringing energy, just really being imbued, being really, really happy. And these two together, there may be somebody in your life who's bringing you a great deal of life-bringing happiness. Whether this is a romantic partner, a friendship, a business partnership, a family member, somebody who's has the energy of the King of Pentacles is bringing you so much happiness in life. I'm really getting that flooding forward. Could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, or just have earth in their chart. They bear fruit. They are here to inspire your creation. This could be your energy as well, and you therefore can be in this very exalted, creative energy space where you are calibrated to be working at optimal, is what I would call this. This is you just in your life's purpose, fully realized, and having access to commit your life's purpose, and it just bringing you so much life-bringing happiness. The Sun is also talking about enlightenment. There's so much what I'm feeling like coming out of my crown chakra right now is just beams and beams and beams of just really, beautiful connectivity to all dimensions. That's what's going on here. Cancer Collective, you are so woke. Can I just tell you that? I also get this this above and below feeling that the King of Pentacles being like utterly grounded and just really I want to say really committed at the root chakra, where the sun is beaming forward, and like really committed at the crown chakra. Like there's this sort of like as above so below thing. This is sort of magician stuff right here. It's very like master manifester too. If this is your energy, Cancer, again, I'm so sorry, excuse me. I have a few readings in, and so I start to cough. And I apologize. So, as I was saying, really beautiful place to be starting with. Let's see where it goes, yeah? So, Cancer, at your root is the Four of Cups in reverse. And the Four of Cups talks about, in the upright, you know, a sense of apathy for what you manifest. It's so funny. This is like, you know, such a... This energy here, when we get it in the upright, is looking a gift horse in the mouth. Only that gift horse is the universe, and so it's a really big snub, you know. But it's also, you know, having offers, emotional offers on the table, but you not really being grabbed by them. But this was in the reverse, and in the reverse, it's the moment that you let go of your cynicism. When you let go of your cynicism, this was able to come forth. This was a real turning point for you, Cancer. And it came flooding forward was all of this beautiful growth being able to take root and give you this incredible enlightenment and happiness. Let go of your cynicism. It's such a, you know, like I said, Cancer, you're so woke. But it took you a second. It seemed to have taken you a second, is what this talks about to me. And so you let go of your cynicism and let the universe bring to you the things that you had apparently manifested, and you stopped questioning them, and you're just like, okay, I am in acceptance mode. This is what I'm here for. And yeah, and things came forward. Evidently, this is the root of you, that moment. In the recent past is the Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Eight of Wands in reverse is life slowing down, things sort of, messages being delayed. Yeah, so in the past, I feel like what this is saying, with these two energies side by side, things slowed down, messages became delayed, communication became frustrated, things were, you know, not coming through, and you had a choice to read into it or let go of your cynicism and understand that perhaps this was a gift, you know, for life slowing down. Okay, let's just, like, you know, elephant in the room, the pandemic hit last year and everything slowed down, right? And you had a choice, everybody did, to fight it or to go with it and create opportunities, right? To fight it and complain about it, be cynical, you know, or be victimized by it, or to make something of it. And it seems to me, Cancer, that you took this opportunity to look at the delays and the slowdowns and the frustrations and make it something that, you know, you decided it is what it is, and you went with it, and you decided to let go of your cynicism around it or judgment around it, and look at it as the offering from universe that it actually was. It actually was, you know. It's a weird one, but that's what it was. And so you embraced it. And what's crowning you is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is, so positive. It's so like it's almost overwhelming. Excuse me. So Ten of Pentacles is legacy, is a card of legacy wealth. And so this is the energy that's crowning you. A couple ways to look at this in this sense. As an extension of everything that we've already talked about, this begets this, right? Which begets this. You know, all of this is all tied in. Naturally, this would be a reasonable flow, wouldn't it? When you start saying yes to the universe in terms of, you know, the things that it offers you, no matter what it looks like. So sorry. Even though it doesn't look like the thing that you manifested, it is in fact the thing that you manifested. It just comes in a way that it just comes how it comes, right? You begin to establish your wealth. You begin to accept your offers, and what ends up happening is the universe just keeps on giving you more and more gifts. I'm sorry, I'm letting it all get bottlenecked in my head because it's almost too good to be true. I'm like, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. This is exactly what's happening. You have so much bounty coming forward, and this is the energy that's crowning you. For others of you, it's going to be a sense of having been supported by legacy wealth, having, the support of family, and wealth is financial and material. Yes, it is pentacles, but it is also the idea of having a legacy of a support system, and so that's emotionally speaking as well. I feel like this card, along with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, they go both ways. One implies the other. Because you are emotionally supported, you are also materially supported. It is that sort of supreme happiness that becomes holistic. And this is the energy that's crowning you. Again, Cancer, it's like feels too good to be true. But you manifest this. This is what comes forward. And how did you manifest it? By letting go of your cynicism, by finally just letting that last bit of overly, there's, as woke as you've been and are, there seems to be like a little bit of judgment that you just had to release, and you did it. So you did it, and now you're reaping all of the bounty and the reward for it. And it's a really beautiful, beautiful energy. That is overflowing with bounty and abundance and growth, and the kind that lasts for generations. It's very deep. In your near future is the Page of Wands, and this is a card of adventure, a card of inspirational messages. It's a very youthful energy. There's a lot of passion, and it's sort of like pages are students to me, so it's sort of like you being a student of life, perhaps. And out of this, what that tells me is that out of this big overturn that brings you major arcana level happiness, you have a sense of renewal, and you become a student of life in another way, because you've let go of your cynicism. And that is so beautiful. That's so beautiful, because when you let go of cynicism and allow that, your inner child, so to speak, to come forward, that inner wonder, and you let that be your prevailing energy, I think you get so much more out of life. You get, it's this cynical energy over here. It's so boring, and it's no wonder it's the Four of Cups, the card of apathy and boredom. That's what you had. That's what you were holding on to before. When you let that go, you became less boring, which is to say, not boring at all. And because now you've got newfound wonder, and everything's inspiring to you, and that's inspiring to other people, and it's this beautiful, beautiful energy where you're when you communicate to people and you send your message forth, you ignite other people in the same way, and it's so sweet. In your own energy is the Three of Swords in reverse, and this is healing. This is healing. So any past heartbreak or pain that you were feeling, stuff up in your head that you're holding on to, again, this simple act of letting go of your cynicism, it has these massive holistic results, and it allows you to get into a space of healing. And of course it does, because you're in this more malleable air now. You're in this more ready to take anything on, attitude. And so that's an attitude that's primed for healing, because now you can actually look at things that kind of went maybe, you know, just undealt with and festering off in the back of your minds. And Cancer, that's a really lovely place to be. In your midst, in your environment, is Judgment card. And the Judgment card, there's a sense of, what was I just going to say? What came through right now was, you know, it's a card of life calling. It's a card of judgment and being judged, you know, also, and and being called to, you know, your ultimate life path. And it's judgment. It's Judgment Day, right? And apologies for the cat in the background. I'm so sorry. I don't know why she's sounding off like that today. But the Judgment card is here to talk about life calling, and because it's in your environment, I see it as being it's like you come forward with this new sense of renewal and this like sunny disposition now that's super life-bringing. And people, you know, it's judgment, but they're judging you well. Like they're very positively, and they're understanding rather than like, you know, judging you. It's this understanding of your ascension. They see your ascension. It's evident. It is self-evident. And it's a beautiful thing to behold, and they're really celebrating you. It's like normally, you know, when the judgment is depicting is the Archangel Gabriel judging these people, but here I see the people looking up at you going like, oh my God, you are glowed up. You look like a freaking celestial being. That's the energy I'm getting off of you, Cancer. So your ascension is big, and it's resonant, and it's sunny. It's sun level happiness. Your hopes and fears is the Knight of Wands in reverse, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I think that, you know, what you are fearful of is the fading out, the fizzling out of this newfound fire. You know, you've got a lot of fire energy in these wands and in the sun, indeed. And so I think what happens when we get these new like moments and bursts of, you know, that comes out of essentially rebirth, renaissance, a freaking personal, you know, spiritual renaissance, is like, oh, well, but, you know, when does the other shoe drop? When does it, you know, it just go back to normal? When do I go? And like, that's not what's happening here, because this is all super paradigm shifting major arcana. You know, this is high ascension. The 10 here is talking about a completion. That old cycle is over. You can move forward and rest assured that this energy is brand spanking new, and it's all yours to own forever and ever. It's got the sun. It radiates far and forward and very far. And your outcome is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So the Page of Pentacles, I need to get a clarifier on that. Yeah, we're going to get more information on that. But the Page of Pentacles is reflective of the Page of Wands. And so when I see the two pages together on the table there, what I'm getting is and as an outcome, it's like that's more of the same, like where you're releasing mundane ideas, lesser mundane ideas, for ideas that are much more inspiring and fiery. Yeah, we just got the Ace of Swords, which is big, you know, sharp, sophisticated ideas, very clarity, mental clarity, breakthrough. And so the page energy, oh wow, the Lovers, Cancer, and then the 10 of Cups, Emperor on the bottom. The page energy in this instance is this is like a, you know, also a student energy, and in the reverse it's, you know, he becomes a little frustrated, doesn't he? And that's, I think those are the aspects that, you know, in your outcome you start to let go of things that are small and mundane and you know, non-essential or incidental, and instead you take on the bigger ideas, and you go for the bigger breakthrough. The Lovers have shown up. It's Gemini energy. Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini. But Cancer, it also talks about a soulmate, a partnership that is really, really deep. For some of you, this will manifest as a romance. And for others of you, it is a friendship or a working partnership that comes out of this that is very, very deep, that you have very deep and important work to do together here on earth. However that relationship manifests, it's the real thing. It also speaks about contracts and choices. So for some of you, this is what the future holds as well. But really, again, this is the mini sun card. It's the 10 of Cups, and it's supreme happiness. It's all of, this is what I was talking about in this sense of, it's another 10 as well. And this begets this. So this is talking more about material abundance, and this is talking more about emotional abundance and fulfillment, and both of these sort of reflect off of each other, because I feel like in emotional fulfillment, material security is implied, and in material security, oftentimes emotional abundance and security is also tied into that. And at least in tarot and these cards, for me, these are holistic messages of one and the same. And the 10 of Cups is coming up in your outcome to let us know that what was reflecting and crowning you carries on into your outcome as you let go of cynicism and decide to move forward in this much more fiery, inspired, sunny aspect of yourself, and letting go of just small incidental things. You grasp things that are much more enlightened and enlightening, and you share that with the world, and people see it. People see it. It's glow up, and you get major healing out of it as well. Cancer, starting here with the sun and ending here with basically the sun reflected again, it is a rainbow, is incredible. I hope that resonated with you. If it does, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you see fit. Cancer, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope to see you at the next one. In the meantime, I'm sending you my love and light. Bye for now.